Hey, tubers, what's up, Fantasticville? Here, just part two. I had to stop earlier, had a phone call and stuff.
I met through some friends. I was divorced, and my downstairs neighbor, friends so Patsy from West Virginia, and she was 23 and I was 35. And I
Thanks,
she
everybody,
I
dropped by in the earlier live.
but I thought, well,
Just
she's
wanted to
much
do
too
about an
maybe a
hour
little
and
bit
then
too
had
young.
a phone call, so I had to take that. And
But then I got to know her a little bit. She's pretty smart. She's not a typical 23-year-old. And so I asked her out for a date. We went out and just felt right. The rest is history. I started out, I'm kind of an independent entrepreneur. I started a little manufacturer's rep company where we represented electronic equipment. And we were lucky, we were in the computer industry and it was growing like crazy. We merged with two other companies. One was in Boulder. So we said, okay, let's move to Boulder and we'll stay in Colorado 2 years so we'll come back to Atlanta. That was the plan. We got a nice nest egg, but it wasn't hundreds of millions of dollars. It was more money than I ever thought we would have. And then, of course, things all changed.
Henry owns his daughter Beth. She was from his first marriage. Was killed in a car accident.
When we lost Beth, I obviously was just devastated. She took better care of me than I probably took care of her, and she always worried about what was Dad going to do for Christmas or Thanksgiving if we weren't together.
John Renee was a year and a half old when we lost John's daughter Beth. And even at that age, and I know we talked about this
hey,
night,
fans, I
we felt like
restricted it
she
to 18
was
and
the
up.
best
So it looks like right now I have
given to
not even
us
one person dropped by
to
at least.
help us through trauma. And we think, well, she's only a year and a half old, she couldn't really know what has taken place here. But
Hey,
she
Bud Files, thanks for dropping
sensed,
by.
she would
Came back, I
sense
stopped,
our grief
I was doing okay,
and
but I
our
stopped the
sadness.
earlier one.
And she
Um,
just had a way of coming
had
up to us, snuggling
a
up,
a video phone
just,
call
just
come
like
in, so we're just
very
talking with some family
sensitive.
members and stuff for a little bit. So that's why I stopped the first one. I make this part two. Thanks for the 1 million house stuff like that. Right now,
Patsy
well, the football game finished,
knew
so I'm not watching the football
for
game anymore.
months something was wrong.
That was
Her stomach was getting very distended.
45
Her mother took one
to
look at her,
31, which
put her in
kind
the
of
hospital. Something was
the
wrong.
Lions blew that game.
Within 30 minutes,
The Washington Commanders fans are probably real
they
happy
had
tonight.
taken an X-ray, found a huge
They're
tumor
going to the first NFC
in her
Championship game since
abdomen.
1991.
That was ovarian cancer. She was a fighter, wonderful for kicks.
The children would come into my hospital room. She would come out, we found her little blood, and she would squish it, and what was this, where's this boy? And she'd follow it up, why are you here? It's all right, Mom, she said, it's all right, it'll work for your mom, She was like my little cheerleader.
It was brutal. And the program was very intense, almost kill you chemotherapy. She did that for a year, and they said, you're cancer free, you're in remission. And it was for Patsy a gift to life.
Yeah, but thanks for dropping in. Thanks for everybody who dropped by
This
earlier in
is
my
how
first
we
session
get to know.
on live tonight.
I have these two
I'm watching
children,
the
this
Netflix
wonderful
special
husband,
on John
and
Benet
no one
Ramsey.
can raise these two children the way I wanted it done. I love you.
It's called Cold Case Who Killed John Benet Ramsey. Some of the older people probably know what that case was about. They never could figure out who killed her, but I still think it was the parents.
Anybody who's interested in the Ramsey case needs to read the cause of death report. It's critical.
According to the autopsy, whoever killed John Bonet took white olefin cord, tied her wrists together, took the same cord and made what's commonly known as a garrote or a ligature.
That garrote is used not to immediately strangle the victim.
Hey, Candy, thank you for the 1 like. Thanks for visiting. I'm watching Netflix earlier. I was watching a NFL football game.
There was an
NFC divisional round game. The Lions against the Commanders. The Lions lost. Hi from Vietnam. Thanks for dropping by from Vietnam. That's kind of cool. I'm just here relaxing. Saturday night here in the States. I think you're already Sunday.
There was some complexity as to how the
Hola in Portuguese. Kambawa in Japanese. Mustaka in Tagalog. Vietnam, I really don't know how to say hi and stuff like that. Again, Khan, thank you for dropping in. We do have a large Vietnamese community in Texas. Texas has a Vietnamese over in Houston, and then another large area in Rockport, Texas. A lot of the Vietnamese that are in Rockport, Texas, were fishermen or shrimpers on the shrimp boats. Thanks for dropping in. I'm watching Netflix right now. Cheers.
This garage is deep enough. That's what everyone
Thank you for coming in.
police thought. So,
Thanks.
well, when they got her to
Thanks for the 1 million in the house. 1 thumbs up. I guess my second part earlier, I was on here Saturday night.
Hit in the head with a blow that left an 8-inch crack in her skull. Part of her skull caved in.
I'm watching this thing on Netflix about a young girl was killed back in the mid 90s. They never figure out who killed her. John Bonet Ramsey. They always think the parents did it, but they never could prove it. So it's still a cold case. Thanks for being here. Thanks everyone's come by so far. Conley, you have your own channel also, or?
He said he did not need either one because he could not determine which happened first, and they were as close to simultaneous as he could figure.
Thanks for supporting the big highs and stuff. Yep, beer. Cheers. This shirt's a Red Bull. My shirt here is from I got it in Thailand a long time ago. So Red Bull. Thailand. Shout out, Conley. Yeah, this is the thing. Let me see if it shows real quick. So I'm watching and stuff. That's the girl that was killed. She was like 6. She was 6 years old when she was killed. Shout out, thank you for staying here with me. Yeah, it's sad when people kill little kids like this.
I used to see NBC students and CNN for the home of the January, led with the Ramsey case. And the Shell Beauty pageant photographs and video were in them.
There was a very professional, almost adult, and frankly somewhat sexual look to that.
The video that I've seen of John Bonet, it seems she doesn't seem like a child at all. She seems like a tiny woman. And there's something very sort of sexually aware about her.
The shots we've seen of this little 6-year-old child are like a little miniature dwarf hooker. The Ramseys were very harsh to be judged as delinquent parents, as parents who forced their
Thank you for coming here.
beauty pageants.
It paints a very startling.
There's some good Vietnamese restaurants near here. Some up in Austin, Texas have good Vietnamese restaurants. Houston, Texas has some good Vietnamese restaurants. In Rockport, even Rockport, Texas, there's one or two Vietnamese restaurants. We know a couple of Vietnamese people here, families.
Not happening that way.
Last name is Nguyen, Nguyen. Some family friends, they're from Vietnam.
These were little girls that were on a little stage performing in front of parents and grandparents, probably no more than 20, 30.
Yeah, I think the parents did this and stuff. Did this.
Was not, cutthroat competition. It was just let them perform to their own heart's desire.
Thanks.
Unless you're there, unless you've been to one and seen.
It's almost like taking home movies.
I'll be right back. One moment.
Children,
I'm in my bedroom, so one moment.
Patsy was in a beauty pageant when she was in college and ran for Miss West Virginia. And time after time she said, no, we don't think we do that.
I felt that particularly agents do those kind of things with John Bonet.
Hey guys, still here. Thanks.
Cancer remission, John Bonet, 16, 19. She's never said that. I've never said that to her.
Well, darn right after I had cancer, I thought, well, maybe, I may never live to see her do a lot of things.
So here's the little girl there. Some of the show. 7/29, 3 days after murder, 1996.
No arrests have been made, but people have been talking about the tragedy. They suspect how the police have handled the investigation. The police department started realizing right away that they should have been doing a lot of things differently.
Yep. Thank you for coming in again. Thanks for staying here with me.
I have no reason to question the police.
You have any questions for us or questions for me? If you'd like to put in there in the comments.
Border police did not have a track record of handling many homicides. Simply reason that there were not many homicides to investigate. I believe that the death of John Bonet was the first homicide in Boulder that year, with only 5 days left in the year when it happened. Is it fair to question the Boulder Police Department's experience and ability to investigate homicides?
Yep. It was
Just because you have one homicide in a year, I think his
There's a big murder thing in that city. They never had. There are very few murders, especially in the 90s.
Created a lot of problems.
That city where it happened, Boulder, Colorado, was the first time they had a murder that whole year.
Has come out about police investigation in the morning of December 26th.
It's a pretty good show.
Searched the house after the 911 call.
In the United States, this was big news for a couple of months and even maybe a whole year.
Search of the house, and remember this is a very big house.
They looked in the room where John Ramsey said the little body was, or you know.
It doesn't appear that they got down. That room was down in part of the basement, but it doesn't appear that they got to.
One of the cops did
Yeah, I don't think it's ramen.
What?
Can I make ramen?
Yeah.
I believe he lives with that.
Is she sleeping?
I was watching the football game today.
Why was the Ramsey house not safe off the crime scene until several hours after the kidnapping was reported?
Did you lock the door?
So you got a house full of people. People are washing dishes.
Yeah, I'm watching this John
You got tables everywhere, orange juice and coffee. But the police didn't consider that crime scene.
I should have removed all those people from the scene. That was a crime scene mistake. But at the time, it looked like legitimate kidnapping. So I thought, well, these are the support system for the Ramseys, and I went and stayed.
And why didn't police discover 6-year-old John Bonet's body instead of her father, since they were in the house several hours before she was found?
You never have somebody outside of law enforcement doing the search.
Right, the role of law enforcement is to gather the facts.
John Ramsey found his daughter's body in the basement.
Hey, women in the house, thanks for dropping by. Leave any comments where you're from. I've had people from the United States drop by and people from Vietnam drop by.
Discovered her body, he pulled the duct tape off of her mouth, threw it down, and the blanket was there. There may have been some evidence on the duct tape if that wasn't removed.
Was there a concern now at all that some evidence, some crucial evidence that could link, establish proof on in court who the killer was might have been lost?
Watching the Netflix show or documentary,
Minutes.
limited series about John Benet Ramsey.
I can just speculate it on, but all indications are that we did not make a mistake there.
Police attention on the Ramseys as suspects, I know, began on day one. And it began based on a variety of things. And many of these things we wouldn't learn about for some time.
I know who killed John Bonet. There's no doubt in my mind who killed John Bonet.
When the Boulder detective Linda Art did her first interview on television, she said that she felt she was face to face with the killer.
His face was just inches from mine. And we had a non-verbal exchange that I'll never forget.
We didn't act right in the eyes of this so-called detective that was there that day.
How did you strike me? Cordial? To stop? Cordial.
A classic one was John was casually going through the mail, not acting right.
I remember seeing John in the kitchen, looking through his mail, and I made a note.
I was looking for the communications from the kidnapper. Mail had come through our mail slot on the door, our door, and this pile of letters right there. I was looking for, is there another communication? She interpreted that as he's just casually looking through the mail, therefore he's guilty.
Linda Hart was the only police officer in the house at the time when they found the body. She told me, she just suggested to John Ramsey, why don't you guys go search the house, just to kind of give him something to do.
This detective, so why don't you and your friend go through the house and see if you see anything unusual?
Linda Hart told me that John Ramsey right to the where the body was and found it immediately. And I think that there was a sense that that was just, if you're going to say search the house, that was just an odd first room to go search, and then coincidentally the bodies there.
A logical place to start with the basement. That's the easiest access to the house.
She said John Ramsey looked at her, and she said she saw it in his eyes, and she just said the look in his eyes scared her and made her fear for her own safety.
I remember I wore a shoulder holster, tucking my gun right next to me, and consciously counting I've got 18 bullets, because I didn't know if we'd all be alive through the show.
I saw it in John's eyes. I knew he was the killer. It's crazy. And, but that's how I got started.
I knew what happened.
I don't know if it was that day or the next day, but I got and I wouldn't take calls at the hardly function. But our friends got a call. They said, look, this is a fellow that works for you. He said he needs to talk to you. So I answered the phone. It was one of our employees. He said, I was told by someone inside the system to get this message to you. They believe you killed your daughter. And you need to get the best defense attorney you can get your hands on. I was shocked.
The father, John Ramsey, has hired a well-known criminal lawyer. In the Denver newspaper reports he will not talk to police.
They hired lawyers immediately. And that just seemed weird. Here this family has a little girl murdered in their home, they're going to be the lawyers come for us. I think there was a sense that perhaps there was a reason.
The average American, thinking of their child being killed, would say, what do you got against voting for the police? You want this solved tomorrow.
All we saw was that the Ramseys weren't talking to anyone. Why aren't they on the police department's doorstep offering up anything they can, any little piece of information they can? Why are they running?
Those parents still have not sat down and formally been interviewed by the police about their own child's murder. What are people involved with?
Well, I think there's a growing concern around here that that's the case. I don't think the Boulder police have treated them any differently. I think they're trying to get them in there. It's just that they have this team that's protecting them at this point.
We met with our new attorneys, and they said, look, you got to be careful talking to the police. We're like, come on, they got to see that and understand that. But our attorneys told us, look, they don't understand how this works. There's a lot of innocent people in prison today because their defense attorneys let them talk to the police. But we gave everything they asked for: blood samples, DNA samples, whatever they asked for, record follower, record, anything they asked for, we gave to them.
The doors of Atlanta's Peachtree Presbyterian Church opened hundreds of times this morning. Family and friends of 6-year-old JoseFantasticville Ramsey came by to do final respects with Marietta native.
John Bonet was going to be buried in Atlanta next to my oldest daughter.
I can tell you that the heart of God is broken by the tragic death of John Bonet Ramsey.
As the service ended, the Ramseys walked to the child's casket and kneeled before it.
When we were under attack, so to speak, by the media and the police, it didn't matter. We lost our child. I mean, I would be happy to die, but frankly, it would have been in pain.
I really didn't get on the street until they were in Atlanta.
starting to get statements from the PR firm instead of from the Ramseys or their attorneys themselves. And it's not a little funny. We're like, what is going on?
We were in Atlanta, John Benet's Super Bowl, and our friends in Boulder were absolutely insistent that we go in front of the media. They said, you've got to do it. You're starting to be accused of murder, and you've got to defend yourself. And I was okay.
And why did you decide you wanted to talk?
Well, we've been pretty isolated, totally isolated for the last 5 days, and but we've sensed from our friends that this tragedy has touched not just ourselves and our friends, but many people.
Why are they doing interviews with CNN if they're not going to do a formal interview, sit down with the Boulder police if they want to find the killer of your child?
If anyone knows anything, please help us. For the safety of all children, we have to find out who did this.
I remember watching it and thinking about how medicated Patsy was during that interview. She was slurring her words. She was very emotional.
You believe it's someone outside your home.
There is a killer on the loose. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's a he or a she. But if I were a resident of Boulder, I would tell my friends to keep your babies close to you.
Patsy Ramsey said in that interview with CNN, there's a murder on loose. That remark landed sort of awkwardly in the local community.
Living in this town, which I do, I can say there's no sense among the community of the people who I talk to, who I see in my off hours, that we have any reason to be afraid of a person or persons unknown.
In Boulder, the city's mayor, I have heard Mrs. Ramsey's warning from the day before, advised you down by 1 o'clock.
There was no visible sign of forced entry. The body was found in a place where people are saying someone had to know the house. So there is a crazy killer on the loose wandering the streets of Boulder.
The mayor comes out and says it's not like there's somebody wandering the streets of Boulder looking to straighten our children. How does she know? How does anybody know? Nobody knows who the killer is.
I think you would assume that she had information from the police that like her to feel comfortable saying that there was not a killer on the loose and that the police knew who the killer was. And the implication from that clearly would be that it was somebody connected with the family.
Neighbors here in the exclusive Chicago Park area appear to be very familiar with Wednesday night's nationally televised interview with the girl's parents. There are very different reactions to Mother Patsy Ramsey's warning that there's a killer on the loose.
Well, that sounded funny to me. She's been on this stage funny.
Hey, 1 million in the house. Thanks for dropping by. Was watching a football game earlier. Detroit Lions lost real bad to, not too bad, 45 to
I think they must have
31. I guess that's bad if you're a Detroit Lions fan, but they lost to the Washington Redskins. Or, sorry, Washington Commanders.
the Sunday after they got back from John Benet's burial.
It was the first time since returning to the town where little girl was murdered in that John and Patsy Ramsey had been seen.
It didn't seem sincere. It was almost like a performance. Patsy had on huge black sunglasses, I'll never forget it, and wearing black and being as appealing as she always was, thanking people, shaking hands, hugging.
I'm watching Netflix now. I watched the game earlier.
Media handled the fight had arranged for one camera to take close-ups.
I don't remember if we were in shock, frankly, but I do remember our
Hey, 1 million in the house, so one thumbs up.
reading the show John passed.
Was watching football games earlier. I'm just here relaxing in the room before I get ready to go to sleep here eventually.
And that's what they did.
Watching the Netflix special on John Benet Ramsey.
Media thought that was staged by us. Just absolutely false.
In Boulder, Colorado, sources say soon-to-be completed DNA testing may point to the killer of child beauty queen John Benet Ramsey.
What it will tell, I don't know, to get along the case forward.
Family spokesman Pat Orton agrees. We're anxious for that material to come back, he says, because we believe strongly it will enable the police to take the family off the potential suspect list.
On January 15th, 1997,
Hey, 1 million in the house. Thanks for dropping by here watching Netflix special. Earlier I was watching a football game.
the DNA
The Lions lost
some DNA
to the
samples
Washington Commanders earlier.
from John Benet's fingernails. There's also some DNA that had been taken from her underwear. They compared those items to the DNA profiles of John and Patsy who were in literally liquid paper. None of that DNA matched anybody in the family.
They were told in January by their lab, we tested the DNA, there's unidentified male DNA, which excludes the parents and the son. Or, they were told that in January. They kept that secret from the media and from the district.
Hey, we're just watching this John Benet Ramsey thing on Netflix right now. Let's see if I can flip it around there. Kind of interesting stuff. It's a limited series they have on Netflix. Earlier today I was watching the
DNA analysis by the Colorado Bureau of Investigation was never, ever linked to the Board of District Attorney.
They kept that secret because it conflicted with their conclusion that we were the killers.
They had great foreign DNA evidence that pointed somewhere else. We have DNA from underwear and her fingernails that don't match anybody in the family. And there is absolutely zero innocent explanation for foreign DNA to end up on a 6-year-old's underwear. There's no innocent explanation. So whose DNA is it?
2 more episodes to go. Hey, 1 million in the house. I'm just here, watching the cold case. Who killed John Benet Ramsey? She was killed in the late 1990s. They had that case on TV. She was a big thing. The girl was 6 years old, killed in Boulder, Colorado. They were trying to always say the parents killed her, but it's still considered a cold case. Thanks for coming by. Leave a comment. Go and like, share, or subscribe if you want to also. Do have a membership only area also.
Except for today. Except for the mock trial we are about to stage for you right here in our studio.
And I'm just sitting there on the sofa like, talking about
Our 6-man and women jury of volunteers will be asked at the end of this presentation whether they think it is more or less likely that one or both of these parents committed this dreadful act. Your honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we dressed up this child in a sexually provocative pose.
Hey, 1 million in the house. How you doing? Watching the cold case of John Benet Ramsey on Netflix right now. Earlier, watched the football game, Detroit Lions and Washington Commanders. Watched the Chiefs earlier against the Texans. They're none of my teams I watch, but I just like watching the football games, especially during playoff season.
What did you study in preparation for your testimony today? 73 hours of tapes of John Benet during the time that she was in the beauty pageants.
What are your highlights
is dressed as a little elf doing a show for senior citizens.
May 2 million house watching John Benet Ramsey here, cold case that's on Netflix right now.
What's the significance of that?
That's a child who's been sexually stimulated. At 6 years of age, you're not going to put a saxophone between your legs and rub it back, pull it. And that's what I would think. And I don't know why anybody doesn't pick it up.
Someone to even remotely allude to something so horrible, just nauseates.
We, the jury, find Patsy Ramsey liable for the wrongful death of John Benet Ramsey.
And I just came unglued. I went to bed for about 2 days because I just was mortified.
We understand anything is possible under the sun. To the best of our knowledge, however, there is no real evidence in this case that points in any direction other than straight into the faces of John and poor Patsy Ramsey.
Hey, 1 million in the house just watching the cold case who killed John Benet Ramsey. It's on Netflix. Earlier was watching football games.
It's been exactly 14 days now since little John Benet Ramsey was found dead in the basement of her home.
Well, the police say no one has been ruled out as suspect.
Hey, the 1 million in the house, one thumbs up. Watching football games earlier. People come drop by. At least thumbs up if you drop by.
Decision was made, we would only have a small group of people who would be what I call the ongoing investigative team. So I wasn't involved with the ongoing Ramsey investigation.
Detective Tom Trujillo is the lead investigator on this case. I'm Detective Steve Thomas, and we're not going to take questions.
Steve Thomas was a dedicated cop. He was very, very involved in the case. But he was in the narcotics unit. He had no experience on any type of homicide case. He was very passionate. He had his opinions. And he was very adamant about
Hey, 1 million in the house just watching that John Benet Ramsey cold case. Oh, Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm just here in the room getting ready to go sleep in Benchy here. Was watching the football games today. Watched the divisional rounds AFC, the divisional rounds NFC. So the Detroit Lions fans are probably upset for today. And the people that watch the Commanders fans were happy today.
A few years after the murder. What's that your full name? My full name is William Stephen Walton Thomas.
Hey, 1 million in the house.
Ramsey's asked Detective Steve Thomas, was there a plan from the Boulder Police Department to release information to the news media to say that the Ramseys were involved with their daughter's murder?
Watching the John Benet Ramsey.
On the part of Boulder Police Department to try to put pressure on the Ramsey on the public. I believe there were discussions with the FBI, yes, about how to extort some public pressure on
disagree with it.
Their strategy to solve the case was basically to sweat it out. Like the old movies where they sit the suspect down at the table and rowing for 18 hours and he finally signs the confession just to get out of it. They used the media to do it.
A series of stories that told about the case that were lies.
There was a narrative that started by the Boulder Police Department that it was done by somebody inside of the home because there was a lack of footprint impressions in the snow.
No footprints in the snow, therefore no intruder. Well, there's a reason why there's no footprints in the snow. There's no snow.
There's a slight dusting that you can see on the front end of the house. If you look at the back side of the home, there is no snow.
The police found a lot of information that they wanted out there to Betty Charlie Brennan.
I was given information by a source I trust that police took note of the fact when they got there, they didn't see footprints in the snow, and they considered that to be significant. Is that Charlie Brennan saying that that's significant? No. I'm reporting police latched onto that and made an observation, felt it was significant.
They took these little bits of information, twisted them around, and then gave it to these few media reporters who said, hey, I'll go with it. I'll go with one source.
I have a police report that says no footprints were found in the snow. I'm not sure how I would run down that. I mean, I sort of being an investigator myself, which of course you couldn't do. You couldn't, as a reporter. It's not that you take what they say as gospel, but that's what you have to work with.
The Ramseys weren't talking, their attorneys weren't talking. I mean, it was up to us, and it was our responsibility when the police told us something, we should try to confirm it and try to reconfirm it, and always use the old rule 2 sources, right? And usually I would find 2 sources, but they were usually investigative sources.
A really powerful story that was told was that John Ramsey had piloted his jet back to Atlanta with Dominique's coffin on board.
I remember saying to my husband, what kind of person is he? How could he do this?
Hey, we're me in
He
house.
to be so distraught over the terrible way his daughter died and the fact that she was murdered. How could he fly his plane to Atlanta? He said, that just doesn't make sense to me. My husband was, well, no, it doesn't. It wasn't true.
John was not piloting a jet. John Ramsey didn't have a jet.
When I reported that John Ramsey
Hey, we're me in the house here watching Jamie Ramsey cold case on Netflix. Earlier I was watching football games and stuff like that. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the 1 like, 1 minute in the house right now. It's a pretty good show here. Yeah, people on stage, it's all good.
One of the things that's really important to realize during all of this
Well, JoseFantasticville here, almost midnight. I'm gonna call it here shortly. Been on about 45 minutes. This was part 2 of earlier when I was on watching the Detroit Lions Washington Commanders game. That was a pretty good game. Right now watching the Ramseys, the John Benet Ramsey cold case here on TV on Netflix. Just relaxing Saturday night in the bedroom. Was in the living room earlier and stuff. Thanks for dropping by. Go and leave any comments, name, question, anything you have. But other than that, like this video, go and like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Adios.